trying to battle it out, solidify their places at the top of the table. For Manresa, they'll come into this one though, not in the greatest of form on the road. They're yet to win a game away from home in the Basketball Champions League, so they've had fine form in this competition at home in Spain, but haven't travelled well, and it is a difficult place to come here to Dinamo Sassari. A very tough arena to get a victory against the Italian team. So we'll look at the Manresa lineup. Ryan Toulson has been the leading scorer for them so far in the early stages of this competition, and Frankie Ferrari missing tonight will be a big loss for the team because he has been in superb form both domestically in the ACB and also in the Basketball Champions League, where he's second in the team in efficiency per game of 13. So the American come Italian point guard not there for Manresa, and we'll see how they adjust. So for Dinamo Sassari, it's a consistent lineup for Coach Pazzecco. A number of guys coming back after that victory in the 2019 FIBA Euro Cup last year. It is Dwayne Evans, the number 11, and Daishon Pierre that lead the scoring columns for Sassari, and those two also the top two in efficiency in a Sassari team which has used the same starting five for all 6 games so far this season.
Ladies and gentlemen, good evening. Welcome back to Palazzo Radimini. It's the 7th day of Basketball Champions League.
At the benches then, we'll see the players announced to the crowd.
With number 1, David Orit Serrano. With the number 2, Ryan Tolson. With the number 5, Guillem Yu.
Here comes Manresa. We said they haven't travelled well, but at home they've been in a very good form indeed. They've done that on the back of some very good defence, conceding less than 43 pointers. Guarded the three-point line extremely well. It's been a kind of a real thing for them at home in Manresa for this 4-2 record. Of course, they have Pedro Martinez at the helm, a very well-respected coach, both in the ACB, in Spain, and European-wise as well. Has got great experience up against it today without a couple of key performers for his team. Get the pictures for Banco Sassari. See some of their more famous victories in the Basketball Champions League already this season. 5-1 record for them. Their only loss was in game day 2 on the road to group leaders Turk Telekom. That is why the Turkish team have that top spot in the regular season standings at this moment in time. But here at home, they are a dynamic force. They've won their last 5 home games in the Basketball Champions League, scoring over 90 points in 4 of those 5 encounters. However, they've never won more than 5 contests, more than 5 consecutive home games in this competition. So it'll be interesting to see if they can push that streak out above 5 games for the first time. They come into this one after a really impressive 2-point victory against Holon in Israel before the break. There's Coach Marco Pazzecco, the head man in charge of Sassari. He was the coach of that 2019 FIBA Euro Cup championship team as well. So said they've got a lot of crossover from that group.
These are Mr. Jenner Hilmas from Turkey, Dariusz Zapolski from Poland, and Vladislav Veliko from Bulgaria.
Players then going through the final stages of their warm-up before we get underway here. Back to action in the Basketball Champions League after that week off last week. There we see our officiating crew here tonight. This is Yilmaz Zabolski and Velikov. Will take charge of the game today. 3 minutes is called. Get a quick look at the starting fives. Read the team, starting with Manresa. Mentioned very good at home. They come onto this one off the back of a 85-58 win last week. But on the road, hasn't been that impressive for them. They lost to Strasbourg 81-63 in game day 3, and then they lost to Holland 90-88 in game day 5. So they're going to go with Magarity, Volley, Dukis, Krabish, and Danny Perez. 5 for Manresa and Coach Pedro Martinez. There he is. So some changes for them. So we'll now turn our attentions to Sassari. So we said they've gone with the same starting lineup every game so far in the Basketball Champions League. We'll see if they'll remain the same, or if they'll try and change it up, searching for this 6th consecutive home win. It is Spissu, Bilan, Evans, Pierre and Vitali, so the lineup will remain the same. It has worked well for them, so why would they adjust it? For the interchangeable play of Dechampierre and Dwayne Evans. Or Coach Kozenko, there he is. It was Dechampierre that had the big game, 23 points, 10 rebounds last time out. A 2-point victory on the road against Holland. I mentioned also Evans, 15, Spissu 15, McLean off the bench had 10. Miro Bilan had 10 as well. So a lot of depth in this Sassari team for Manresa. They come in off the real big victory over Ostend. I mentioned before, Luka Mitrovic was the lead man on that particular occasion. 11 points, 7 rebounds, 2 assists. It was a comfortable victory for Manresa, though. They jumped out a 16-6 second quarter, sort of paved the way for them. There's just 3 good players in double figures. Magarity had 14, Mitrovic we mentioned with 11, and then Jordan Sacco with 12. Big changes though, Ferrari, Nelson, Sacco, 3 of the starters from last game out here tonight. So changes for Manresa. We will look at the strength and depth of their team.
Il 44 Dalkis, 55 Perez e 45 Kravish.
Manresa already out on the floor in their red uniform set, as they are joined slowly by Dinamo Sassari and white. Welcome back to Champions League then. Action then. It is game day 7. Dinamo Sassari with the hometown fans already on their feet. Getting set to get underway here at home against BAXI Manresa from Spain. In Sardinia. A fortress for Sassari in this Basketball Champions League campaign so far, as we are off and underway. First play is won by Manresa in the end, and they finally get the 2 to go. Excellent recognition by Lucas. He gets the anticipation steal, missed the first one, stayed with it, and put home his own miss as Manresa get on the boards early. First play is then a turnover for Sassari, so a fast start from the Spanish team. Just jump over the Italians there. And we'll get the possession back once more. Man-to-man defense, point guard position for Manresa is Perez, as they're looking to go to the inside. Manresa, little running shot, does not go for Volet. And swiftly the other way comes Sassari. Bilan moves it on. And now to the inside. Pierre gives it to Bilan. His little jump hook doesn't go. Good work on the glass. Lovely drive and kick out. Wide open triple. McGarity can't get it to go. It will stay with Manresa though. So Ravish did a good job trying to keep it alive for his team. And now sideline possession for Manresa. Safely back into the hands of Perez as a foul is called. That goes against Marco Spissu. Just out of position there. Sacrifices the personal. Perez will bring it in again. Gets it back. Now he's going to use the screen from Kravish. Takes the 3. In and out. And the rebound snatched in by Vitali. They're pushing in the opposite direction. Evans reverses it on. Now he'll catch it on the roll. Evans trying to use that physicality that he has. And he does exactly that. So quick and strong. Dwayne Evans, first points for Sassari. Open look again for Perez. He missed the first. Took that one confidently. Comes up with nothing again. Sassari in the opposite direction. Milan wanted it on the roll, doesn't get it. Dali now waiting. Oh, finds the cutting Evans, and he puts it home. Good finish from Evans, but a beautiful pass from Vidali. After the hot start, Manresa have gone cold till McGarity finds himself wide open. Well-designed play. William McGarity finishes it off. For Vidali and Sassari. He dances in, goes off the glass. Tapped away by Kravish. Perez in the opposite direction. Gets to his left hand. Oh, beautiful pass out. Open 3 is good. Great point guard play from Danny Perez. And Volet knocks down the open 3. First points of the night for him. And Manresa have the lead once more. Bilan kicks it out. Open 3 in response for Evans. Doesn't go. Easy rebound for Lucas. He'll come off the screen now and draw the foul. Looks like that might be number 2 against Marco Spissu. So he sacrificed one early. Now he's going to pick up a cheap one. Just trying to help. Yeah, good call from the official. So 2 fouls on him in the early stages. They do have depth at the point guard position. Sassari, I think they'll worry too much. Curtis Turrell's ready to come back in as Rolet makes another 2. It is Spissu. Strong drive from Vitali, can't finish. Rolet going the other way, all on his own, takes it in. Doesn't finish, and this is the type of game Sassari like, up and down. But a poor turnover from them to give the ball cheaply back to Manresa. Can the Spanish team punish them? McGarity open on this near side, but they don't need him as the points are up, and good for David Kravish on the inside. And a strong start for Manresa. They have the 11-4 lead here. 3.5 minutes in.
so good. And I tell you, then when we'll be down by 15, your eyes will be like this. Then it will be too late. Then it will be too late again. Give the ball to the show.
Ecco qua la prima concorrente, ce l'abbiamo ancora a seguire la camera. Ricorda il bello delle donne, il BAXI Manresa. E il nostro gioco l'intervallo lungo, basta sollevare la mano per partecipare. Vediamo se abbiamo la seconda partecipante. Magari dei 4 punti.
Good finish from Evans. Krabish now sets the screen. Open jumper. Does it go? Volet on the offensive glass. Is it tipped away? Five-point lead for Manresa. Frustrated Coach Martinez. The possession was given back to Sassari. Another turnover. Pass overhead. Volet can't finish. Now the little fake steps to the side. Doesn't get it. Pierre on the offensive rebound. From Pierre.
Si cambia anche a Manresa, in campo il numero 81 Vidal al posto del numero 22 Volet.
Volet goes out, Argentinian international. And it's Curtis Jurels into the game for the first time as well for Sassari as the ball goes out of bounds. So Sergi Vidal, a veteran, comes in for Manresa. And Jurels came in for Spissu. Jurels going against the fellow number 55. And Danny Pavet. A near steal for Manresa. Players believed it should have been their possession. 1.9 on the clock. discussion, I think, over the timing. I think that's the right call. It was off focus. Not sure what the issue is. It's definitely with the timing, so they can see trying to adjust. Shot clock now 0.9. I don't think that's right. Players just waiting. Get underway here. It's been a good start for Manresa. They played with good energy. Sassari. They've used the back of Evans and Pierre as always for all of their scoring so far. Dwayne Evans has 6, 3 of 4 shooting. Expect to see them mix in some work from Miro Bilan too. 0 of 2 he is from the field in the early stages. So we're okay now. 0.9 on the clock. 4 minutes 18 left. Let's see. Pierre trying to find some room. Catches, fires it up, gets it away in time, comes up short. Good offensive rebound for Vitali. Just happened to be in the right place there. And he will be fouled. Vitali, good job. Turned the corner, got into the lane. And drew the contact. Against Peder. There he is again now. Nice. The man shot doesn't go, but it's going to be a foul on the rebound. Bilan. Under the basket was pushed by David Gravish. Just moved him, tried to move him under the ring, Gravish. Too much from the officials' liking. Dali throws it to the inside. Now Pierre, again 2 feet in the lane, is automatic points. So Bertrand Pierre backs his way into the charge circle, and he's such a difficult matchup that deep in the lane. Open 3, swiftly the other way. Doesn't fall for Manresa. Chance to run for Sassari. They space the floor. Jurels into Bilan. Quick little flip from him is good. And Sassari within 1. There is Miro Bilan off the board. First points of the night for him. Peder slips in, finds Gravish. Gravish runs into a brick wall. And his little fading jump hook comes up short. Chance for Sassari to take their first lead of the night. Jurels through Bilan. And now the pass. Vitali trying to thread the needle between 2 defenders. Didn't work though. Garrity just got the right boot across. Substitutions coming in. Both teams making those changes. Pierre goes out. And, see McLean in. Here he is, reversing around. Toulson and Sacco have come in for Manresa. A jumper from Jurels comes up short, but the rebound falls for Dechampierre. He will start possession all over. 10 seconds on the clock. Vitali uses one screen, then another. A lot of space, takes it, doesn't hit it, no one there, but McLean to grab the rebound. And now it goes in. Defense leaves him alone. Easy slam. Jamal McLean, easy 2 for him. Oh, what a first offense since he came in as a turnover for Manresa. Vitali picked it up. turns it straight back over. Looks like he was away there, Vitali, but probably should have done a better job not going out of bounds. No substitutions for Manresa then. As McGarity has it, takes the contact and is fouled. Joe in for the first time. Manresa, here he is, Joe. Clash of players.
Il numero 18.
Big hit between two. Not sure what the official called in the end. Vitali clearly shaken up. So Jordan Sacco committed the offensive foul. And good possession back to Sassari. Vitali slow to get up. Big hit. Here we go out. Gentile will come in. There he is. Stefano Gentile, 10 points in the second leg of the 2019 FIBA Euro Cup Championship. Helped Sassari to a 2-point victory on that night over the Würzburg. Really did go a long way to helping them secure that title last year. He's probably a lifelong hero of the fans here in Sassari. As Pierre gets to the right hand, forces it up, misses, and Jordan collected, rebound collected in by Jordan Sacco. Behind the back move and finish. That is Ryan Toulson at his best. Toulson setting the screen over to McGarity. He'll take the quick three. Doesn't get it. Chance to run for Jurels. Now, McLean on the drive is fouled. Fouls against Manresa, so he'll cut the line. Jurels again creating the advantage.
In campo Bucarelli per la Dinamo e Mitrovic esce per la squadra del Manresa.
Bucarelli comes in. And look at Mitrovic. There's the substitution in for Manresa. Playing at the line. And an introduction for him. 3 points, 2 rebounds. He's only played 1 minute 50 seconds playing. Can't get the roll on the second though. Last minute or so of this first quarter, and another play for Sassari off the leg of Toulson. Possession backwards. Sassari does it with the quick hands. It's the freshman in, and Lorenzo Bucarelli. It's the way to make an impact off the bench. Quick passing from Sassari. They'll take the three. Doesn't go. It's Toulson holding and waiting. Gives it over to Vidal. He goes to the inside. Now he'll move. Defense still waiting. Little scoop pass to the inside. And a beautiful finish from Joe. First points of the night for him. Makes it a 1-point game again. Drive along the baseline. Jurels couldn't get it to go. He'll kick it out to McLean. Now he'll use the time. Giving it over to Gentile. Still a difference between shot and game. Gentile holding and waiting. Can't turn the corner. Pulls up, it's short. One final chance for Manresa. Toulson, plenty of time for him. Clock gets to 3. Toulson loses the man, but the left boot of McLean just kicks it away. So it'll be 1.1 seconds left. Manresa will have sideline possession to finish this first quarter. They'll use a timeout here, try to draw something up. Excellent first quarter from both teams, back and forth.
Ryan, estás de 2 ahora, ¿vale? Guillem, de 3, okay. 5 here, ¿vale? Y en el corner, ¿de acuerdo? ¿Vale?
See what Coach
Ryan,
Pedro Martinez can draw up for this last minute or so.
¿Quién? Sí. Bueno, no, espera. Estás tú dentro y Guillem fuera, ¿vale? Estás tú de 3 para cortar y te abre, ¿vale? Y Luca, ¿vale? Para venir aquí y segundo bloqueo, ¿vale? Empezamos cuando el balón al árbitro, ¿de acuerdo? ¿Vale? Nos interesan los 5 segundos. Yo lo que va a hacer es 5 segundos.
Moving first quarter. Quite a few fouls. Some very good play as well. That's Curtis Jarrell's getting off the mark. His 3. Sign up her possession. Perez to bring it in. Bit of zone. Here's Toulson, fires it. Comes up short to end the first quarter. So changing defense. Worked for Sassari there. Martinez tried to execute the designed play. Now coaches will talk it over. Close one here in Sardinia. It is Dinamo Sassari 18, Manresa 17. Oh, we'll take a quick breather. Look at some of the percentages. Just 1 of 8 from 3-point range for both teams. And arguably whoever starts to find their range first from the 3-point range will have a good advantage in this game. The team really having shot it well so far. Both have good shooters though, that's for sure. And after a strong start for Manresa, when they opened up that lead, they were pegged back. Sassari just looked a step slower in the early stages. Manresa, of course, got those 2 easy scores for McGarity. He has 4 points. The leading scorer, Vole has 5. So McGarity and Vole have 9 between them for Manresa. And on the other side for Sassari, it was Evans and Pierre that started off strongly. They have 10 of the 18 for the Italian team. See some of these highlights. On that first 10 minutes, so Sassari with some momentum after they came back from the 7-point deficit. So now take the lead by 1 at the end of the first.
Uno speciale sconto al 20% nel nostro esclusivo reparto profumeria.
Possession with Sassari as well, plus that 1-point lead to start the second quarter here. Jarrell's. Gentile nearly lost it. Deflected, gives it back to Manresa. Toulson with the quick hands. Skipping's not turned over though. Both teams did a good job moving the ball, but turn it over. As the transition foul is called. So as we started, 25 seconds later, sideline possession for Sassari. No one scored yet here. 18-17. Gentile tries to lob it over the top, finds McLean. McLean looking around. Now McLean putting on the floor from the three-point line, draws attention, and he will turn it over. Joe heading in the opposite direction. Manresa, will they steady it here? No, Toulson will take a quick one. He can't finish, and it gives the possession straight back to Sassari. Jirels dancing with the ball. That's the turn of Gentile to the corner. Gentile now far side. Bucarelli turns it over. See, Bucarelli took contact. Good defense from Vidal. Bucarelli will make way. I don't know if it was for that turnover, but he goes to the sideline. Vidali back in. Vitali searching for his first points, 0 for 4 in his opening spell. Toulson is going to use the screen from Sacco. And another turnover. It's been littered with them at the start of this second quarter. Gentile's finish doesn't go. Manresa nearly give it straight back to them, falling out of bounds. But eventually Toulson throws up high. And the easy score is Luka Mitrovic over the top. And Mitrovic with the easy score. Good work from Toulson. A rare possession not turned over in this second quarter. First points go to Manresa to give them a little lead once again. Jirels off the screen, pulls it back out again. Good driving finish, but Julius Sorokas puts it on the front of the ring. And Manresa trying to stretch out this lead once again. Sacco, back to Joe, he'll take the jumper. Doesn't drop for him. There's now Jirels. Uses that high screen. Comes back to the three-point line and makes his second. Well, Curtis Jirels just steadied the ship there for Sassari, calmed them down, got them organised. Used the high screen. Gives it over to Mitrovic. His three comes up well short. Jirels will look to push in the opposite direction. Jirels backing it out. Dangerous threat when he kind of comes back to that three-point line. Here he is again, crosses over, loses his man, glides in. Doesn't go. Great work on the offensive glass for Sassari. And with Socrates to keep it alive, and then the three is good. Gentile knocking it down. But it was all about the work of Sorokas. He was the man, active on the glass, got the new possession.
Why? It's not your hand. It's one-on-one. You don't have to go to big contact, and you don't have to make these 3 points. It's 9 seconds. Play hand off. Venga. Dani, dentro, por Ryan. Didi, por Guillem. ¿Sí? Estás tú con Jerres, ¿vale? Sí, David, por Jordan, ¿vale? Venga, jugar físico, ¿vale? Estoy haciendo demasiados rebotes, ¿vale? Venga, vamos, vamos.
Hey, fall down.
Alcuni oggetti esclusivi del Dinamo Store, tra cui calze, sciarpe e t-shirt, sono stati lanciati verso il pubblico. Naturalmente avremo anche un replay dopo. Con Dinamo e Reale Mutua lo spettacolo è assicurato.
Manresa trailing by 5 now. Tried to go to the same play. Unguarded this time from Sassari. Jump hook doesn't go for Mitrovic, but the putback does. So Karavic with some good work on the offensive glass to put it home, and a needed score for Manresa. Good step. McLean rolls in, gets it to go. Now McLean just looked around, was on the three-point line. The floor was so spread. Has the ability to get to the ring against this man in a one-on-one. Finishes it off. Sideline possession. Stay Manresa. Defense. Milan comes back in for McLean. Excellent spell for Jamal McLean. The runner doesn't go for Perez. Now Jarrell's getting into the lane again. Jarrell's slicing. He's fouled on his way to the basket. So David Kravish is going to pick that one up. 2 shots to come, I think. There's the foul. He picked the ball up. 2 shots. Well, Curtis Jarrell, surely. Jean-Pierre coming back in. Sorry, Dwayne Evans coming back in. Pierre still remains on the bench. Evans, a strong start. 6 points, 3 rebounds. Good spell for him on the sideline. First is good for Jarrell's. The foul actually was against Danny Perez, not against Kravish, as I first suspected. Jarrell's. Great start for him. 8 points now. 2 for 3. 3 rebounds as well. Kravish. And back over to Perez. Perez waiting. We'll get the handoff here. A lot of ball movement, but it's all for nothing for Manresa. Little push shot failed to go. And now Bilan has it deep in the lane. Turns. Just doesn't quite have the physicality. And a run out here for Manresa is finished off by Sergi Vidal. Vidal with the finish. They were fortunate there. Manresa Sassari had a good opportunity close to the ring at one end and turned it into a layup though. Evans squaring up. Oh, just lost Mitrovic with a little fake to the baseline. Vidal, excuse me, Perez finds the cutting Mitrovic and he finishes it off. Great timing. Good play from Danny Perez to get into the lane. 4th assist of the night for him. 4 points for Mitrovic. Oh, Gentile, the no-look pass. Bilan says thank you very much. Easy too. Free doesn't go. Vidal, extra pass. Perez kicks it far side once more. Another miss from Dulkis. They're going to get a 3rd opportunity. Can they finish it off this time? Perez gets it back. His opportunity. That's way off. Great work from Vidal. It's another offensive rebound. So 4th chance now for Manresa. Perez looking around. They'll feed the low post this time. Kravish turns, fires, misses badly. And Sassari, despite having to do it 5 times, managed to get the stop. Jarrell gives it quickly back. They've got to run out here. Dulkis will try and glide in. Unable to finish though. And Gentile trying to draw the foul. Turns it over. Gentile wanted the foul in transition. His loose pass goes out of bounds, gives it back to Manresa. So the 2nd quarter has not been of the highest quality for these 2 teams. They'll both be frustrated. Jean-Pierre in as his volley as well for Manresa. Far side, the jumper doesn't go. Magarity able to hit on that occasion. There we see 1 of 14 from Manresa. Big lid on the basket down that end. Somebody shaken up from Manresa. Doesn't look good. Looks like Kravish. There's a dog kiss on the floor, holding his jaw. Let's see what happened. That's the dog kiss. He receives some love from Vitali to apologise. See if we can see. Couldn't see it from that angle. Go to the bench, Lucas. He actually picked up the personal foul as well. Oh, Bilan, quick spin. Oh, finished the reverse. A couple of good moves from Bilan, but just 2 of 6 years from the field. Unable to finish to his usual high standards so far. Perez up the screen. Poor pass from him. Sit up. Sassari in the opposite direction. Evans on the cut. Evans powers his way to the ring and gets the finish. Well, Evans and Pierre spent a long time on the bench. They come back in, that combo, working together.
Secondo fallo, rientra Marco, spesso il posto di Curtis Jealous.
As Gerald goes out, Marco Spissu comes back in. Another spell for Gerald. Evans at the line makes the free throw. Dwayne Evans, 12 points in this one, 4 rebounds. Really excellent. He's only played 10.5 minutes. Magarity trying to find some room, loses it, but will collect the loose ball once more. Perez into the lane. Can he make the right decision this time? He can. Beautiful extra pass finds Joe, and he knocks down the triple. So good work from Danny Perez there. Finds Volet, and he made the extra pass to Joe for the open 3. And Manresa trailing by 7. We said Sassari's so good at home here in the Basketball Champions League. Quick 3, Vitali doesn't get it to go. Manresa pushing the opposite direction. That long pass once more. Volet pulls it out. Perez fouled by Vitali. First foul of the quarter for Sassari. So, even though he didn't like the call, Vitali, I don't think it's the worst one to commit. Sideline possession for Manresa. Lovely backdoor cut. And the tough finish from Danny Perez. First field goal for him, first points of the night. Good work on the cut. Good finish, close to tension of the defender. Spissu over to Vitali. Now they go low block. Evans against Magarity. Out of bounds. Off of Evans. Just trying to use his speed, wasn't he? Evans trying to attack the baseline. Magarity with a very good job defensively to keep him in front. There'll be a timeout here, called by Sassari.
Hey, we are playing a reverse, al contrario. We have to do black, we do white. We have to do white, we play to black. They are terrible, they are terrible. Hey, come here. Hey, we have not to play just against the ball. We have to play before. Then when they shoot, we have to play at the rebound. We have to get good position. And then in offense, we have to run. Go!
Perez with the ball, trailing by 5. His pass, looking for the man going back door, turned over again. Feels like every other possession in the second quarter has been a turnover for Manresa. Bilan has it, low post, turns, and a little unorthodox, just a quick spin to the baseline. Feet facing the wrong direction, gets the score though, and it's a 7-point lead for Sassari here. Last 30 seconds, Perez kicks it out. He'll get it back now. Danny Perez off the high screen, picks it up, collects the loose ball to the edge of the lane. Jumper doesn't go. Offensive rebound is good for McGarity. That's a huge basket for Manresa. Down the end of this first half, Jarrell's in no hurry. Clock hits 5 seconds. Jarrell's pulls up, takes the 3. Can't hit it. So McGarity's 6th point of the night is some big ones, because Manresa trailing here, and they needed those points to get some momentum going into the halftime break. There is the confirmation. 32 plays 37. Dinamo Sassari having the lead here at home. At one stage, Manresa had a 7-point advantage. Sassari opened it up to a double-digit lead. They were pegged back. Neither team really taking a firm grip on the game in this first half. Look at the statistics. You know, we'll see the 3-point shooting still a struggle for both teams. Just 5 of 27 between the two of them. Rebounding battle relatively even there. Both teams been on the offensive glass pretty well. And the turnover battle felt like it was real high numbers. It's 9-7 at this moment in time. Sassari have 9 turnovers. Manresa have 7. As the leading scorers, Evans, a very impressive first half, 11. Really quietly, Jarrell's 8 to lead the way for Sassari. McGarity with 6. And Joe with 5 alongside Rolette. We're going to take a break here. We'll leave you some of the highlights of that first 20 minutes. Two teams towards the top in Group A in the regular season. An up and down first half from them. Really, at this point, it's a 5-point lead for Sassari, but you feel like neither team really has taken firm control on this one. Still all to play for as Sassari try to win their 6th straight game at home in the Basketball Champions League.
Lo spettacolo il leader offerto alla farmacia Scaccia, si trova in Sassari 61, Porto Torres. Per tutti gli abbonati Dino uno speciale sconto del 20% nell'esclusivo reparto profumeria della farmacia Scaccia. siamo arrivati al gioco dello sponsor, il bello delle donne, ogni gara interna della Dinamo Sassari. La nostra sponsor, il bello delle donne, il Dinamo Sassari, il ricordo di Dinamo Sassari, offre davvero due bellissimi premi. Abbiamo due concorrenti. Avete alzato la mano, quindi adesso vi presentiamo velocissimi. Tina e Angel. Allora, dunque, una dei concorrenti sul canestro, nell'altra avete la possibilità di fare, anzi dovete fare 3 canestri veloci. Nano? E lei dall'altra parte. Allora, attenzione, mio via, una volta che fate il canestro non c'è bisogno di mettersi da nessuna parte, l'importante è lo fate il più veloce possibile. Aspetta, dovete prendere il gettone e posizionarlo per il tris. Guarda che anche da sotto, 1, 2, 3, via, va bene. Io per spiegarlo. Bravissima, prendi e metti. Dunque, siamo con 200 centri del Consiglio di Anastasio Ufficiale in Italia. Il bello delle donne, innovazione e ricercatezza. Vieni a trovarci, via Corruzza e seguici su Facebook alla pagina Centro del Consiglio Sassari. Anche da sotto non c'è problema, anche più vicino. Spiegaglielo. Intanto la signorina con già il secondo, con calma, senza velocizzatevi perché altrimenti guardate fuori di parare. Forza, bello le donne. Ecco qua il primo canestro, devi bloccare il tris, bene, non si deve suggerire, mi raccomando. Signorina, scarpe veloci, vediamo, perfetto. Attenzione che è già il secondo, anche il concorrente della maglia bianca, dicevamo centro delle 3 consiglio di Anastasio. Oh, bella, questa è abbastanza interessante, una doppia opzione, la concorrente con il sa tanto che abbiamo la vincitrice perfetta. 3 opzioni, bravissima, avevi 3 possibilità. Ok, quindi abbiamo la vincitrice che vince il premio completo, quindi un trattamento offerto dal bello delle donne via Corruzza 39, la seconda concorrente un 30% di sconto, foto di rito per lo sponsor e il centro del consiglio Reale di Anastasio dell'appuntamento alla prossima gara interna della Dinamo.
TJ Klein looks for another backdoor to Foster. Oh, baby! You gotta be kidding me! What a play by Marcus Foster! What a pass by TJ Klein! Oh, my Lord!
Young, over to Rachel. And Vasturia picks it up, hands it off, and great play from Vasturia. And hands it off to Murphy, who not only scores, but is fouled on the play.
That is. Drives in, gets to Zima, and Silla just with one of the blocks of the night. Well, that was big time. Kissick with the one-handed running slam. It was that crossover movement that lost Galdikis, and he explodes to the basket. He's up to 22 points, another 20-plus point game for him.
Broughton has it on the ball reversal. You don't stop him. Oh! Get out of that highlight picture. Totally wrong down the middle. As we said, if you don't stop him, and he just threw it hard.
Oh, what a play, the alley-oop to Brown. That was one of the plays of the game right there.
Tenerife need to execute. And now Hurtas kicks it back out. Wide open three is good for Lundberg yet again. Nothing but net. And he loves it. Tenerife love it. Heartbreak for Vefriga.
Yellow Bats now a chance for Gaziantep if they rush. Boy, that was almost a foul on Komalov. Robert goes up for the dunk out of nothing. Goodness gracious.
You
Gela close inside with the big thunder jam. Gela takes no prisoners with that play over the top of two Besiktas defenders.
Jim Olasoi gets it to Crawford. Over to Saunders. He puts it up. He had a lot of time left. Oh, he hit the three! Can you believe it? Unbelievable! There will be no overtime. 3-point shot by Sanders.
Comunque per loro in regalo uno sconto speciale del 30% sul degradé da spendere presso il bello delle donne parrucchiere.
C'è un momento carico di entusiasmo, positività e voglia di riqualificazione che soffia per il centro storico di Sassari. Energia in canalata notte, trasformata in entusiasmo e idee dall'associazione Centro Cavour. Evento che in questo dicembre porterà in pieno centro la bellezza della poesia delle più belle nature di Pisa. Per un centro, il progetto è partito, messo patrimonio legato alla tradizione e all'antiquario giuritano, ha preso forma di Cavour fra momenti di condivisione e conviviale partecipazione all'ombra delle vele e della storia. Al 9 dicembre in via Cavour. Buon vento! Se date un'occhiata su al nostro cubo, adesso la camera cercherà in mezzo al pubblico due persone che dovrebbero semplicemente baciarsi. Oh, perfetto. Andiamo alla ricerca di altre coppie. È la kiss cam della Dinamo Banco in Sardegna. Eccola la signora che ancora a cercare spettatori e spettatrici che vogliono sottolineare il loro, eccolo lì, dai, bacio, ehi, freccia, bacio, ci vuole, Ale, hai visto? Abbiamo fatto pace, tranquillo. Ancora a cercare in mezzo al nostro pubblico, vediamo da questa parte, ecco lassù, ehi, dico voi signora con la maglia rossa, ecco la voce.
Welcome back to halftime here in Sardinia. It is Dinamo Sassari leading 37-32 over BAXI Manresa. Group A of the regular season of the Basketball Champions League. An up and down game in that first 20 minutes. Those of you that were watching would have seen Manresa take the early lead. Sassari come back, open up a lead of their own, and just when it looked like they were going to go into the half in complete control, Manresa made a little comeback and made this an interesting one for this second 20 minutes. Still all to play for here. Sassari, so good at home in the Basketball Champions League, have won their last 5 games here. Manresa have not travelled well in this competition. Ready to get out early onto the floor. I mean, they just struggled from beyond the three-point line in that first 20 minutes. Just 2 of 15 Manresa from beyond the three-point line. Dolkis, 0 of 4. Perez 0 of 3, and Garrity 0 of 3 as well. Really the sharpshooter for them. So often is Ryan Toulson. He's yet to really get going. Toulson was 3 of 7 on the weekend as well in the ACB for them. On the other side for Sassari, started off, with Evans and Pierre carrying the load. And Dwayne Evans continued. He has 11 at the half to lead the way for them. We're underway then, second half. Manresa, first possession. Nearly turn it over. Good defense from Sassari. They tip it out of bounds. So the sideline to possession for the Spanish team as they're out there with McGarity, Perez, Sacco, Toulson and Volley. Changing the lineup with Ryan Toulson coming out there with the starters. Foul is called. It looks like that's going to go against Spissu. Didn't like the call. Yeah, he just pulls Sacco as he tried to get around him, Spissu. He's got much complaint. It's his third. It's probably why he's frustrated. He's limited to just 8 minutes. It is Perez kicking it. McGarity for 3. Get it going. He's another guy with the ability to knock down that 3-point shot. Not found it so far here tonight. Off the screen. With Dali. Picked up by Evans, his shot doesn't go. McGarity snatches it in. A slicing drive from Volley. I think it was rejected. Sassari coming the opposite direction. Jean-Pierre to Bilan. In the low post. Miro Bilan trying to back his way deep into the lane. Can't step through though. Great defense from Sacco. As the 3 is up and good for Pierre. Jean-Pierre then knocking down his first triple of the night. 7 personal from him. Lead up to 8 now. Here comes Toulson. Behind his back. Thought about the 3. Picks up his dribble. Finds Sacco. Bilan careful not to foul there. Toulson pulls up. He is fouled. Heady play from Ryan Toulson. The defense was too close. Vitali just trying to get attention. It's kind of taken by surprise that Toulson pulled up, carried on running into him. Is good, Toulson. Just 4 points on the night. Danny Perez. 5 assists for him. Off the back of a big game in the ACB. Assist-wise, Danny Perez. 16 assists for him in 25 minutes. And that 1-point victory over UCAM Murcia. Right, Jean-Pierre now. Looking inside to Evans. Here he is. Evans squaring up. Now he'll back it down. Taking his time, Evans. He's just so quick on that little step, Evans. Backing it in, and then just explodes to the middle. Gets such separation on the defender. Toulson. Gets to the edge of the lane, his jumper bounces. And goes out off of Sacco. Evans again, guarded by McGarity. Once more he steps through and he's fouled. He'll get the score. Great work from Evans. These two guys would know each other well. Lee McGarity played at Davidson between 2016 and 2018. Just missed out on playing against Dwayne Evans in the Atlantic 10. They both graduated from the same conference. Evans out of the University of St. Louis. Since that point, he's been over in Germany. There's the attempted pass from Toulson. It's out of bounds. An 11-point lead, largest of the game for Sassari. Chance to make it even bigger here. They have possession. Here comes Pierre, looking for Bilan. Bilan wants it. Good dig again from Sacco. Volley. Comes and tries to double. It's too late and commits the personal. So what Volley was trying to do, man turned his back on him. Tried to go to the baseline. Thought he's going to be able to get in and steal it away from Bilan. Evans off the drive, takes contact. And once more will be at the charity stripe. He's just been excellent all night, Dwayne Evans. Seems to really like that matchup against McGarity. 16 points. Make it 18 here. 7 of 10 from the field. That's the first. So he went to University of St. Louis, first team All-Atlantic 10 in both his junior and senior years. Then this is his first professional season outside of Germany, where he's played for the last 4 years. Played for 4 different clubs. Goes 1 of 2. Hey there, holding, waiting, reverses it through McGarity. Now Perez trying to find some room. Not sure where he was going with that one. Bounces out of bounds. Gives it back to Sassari. Sacco goes out. Avish is back in. Pressure up the floor for Manresa. Going to try and change something here. To feel the game just slowly ebbing away from them. Vitali, in no hurry, gets it over to Evans. And now Evans on the far side. Bilan. His pass was wayward, hit the ring. Goes back to Manresa. There's double teams. His Parks searching for McGarity, was kicked by Spissu. McGarity coming out, Mitrovic coming in. See if he can try and slow down Dwayne Evans a bit better. Toulson. Hello. Volley steps into a 3 and makes it. And that's a rare 3-point make for Manresa here tonight. Vitali off the screen, hesitates, attacks. Great D from Manresa, chased down for the loose ball, they'll pick it up. Push it, Mitrovic finds the Perez for 3. Can't get it, Toulson wanted it, and I think going the other way, it's going to be a run out. Bilan held on to it, drew the foul. Kravish commits the foul. Which didn't work for Manresa, did it? Had an opportunity there. He made 1-3. Wide open look for another. Cannot get momentum offensively right now. 37 points here. 25 minutes pretty much in this one. Vitali will bring it in from the side. Here it is with Spissu. Oh, great backdoor pass. Vitali can't finish. Looks towards the officials, not going to get the call. Perez trying to find an option. Toulson now. Hand off out of the low post. Toulson for 3. Doesn't go. A foul is called.
Fallo del numero 22.
Rollet picks up the foul. It'll be 2 shots because of team fouls against Manresa. So we'll go all the other way. Parrish at the screen. Toulson couldn't finish. And when Deschamps-Pierre got it, he was away. 2 to come for him. 3rd foul against Rollet, as you saw there. 7 points, 5 rebounds for Deschamps-Pierre now. Make his first. 3rd season with Sassari, Deschamps-Pierre. 10-point game once more. Ballet looking to the inside. Great defense from Sassari. Look at where they're forcing Manresa way out into the backcourt, and even with a 2-on-1, nearly turn it over. Spissu, great work to play between 2 attacking players. Nearly came up with a steal. Martinez looking on. Toulson throws it up, turns it over. Oh, speculative pass from Ryan Toulson to try and beat a man like Dwayne Evans like that. Step inside, open jump shot for Spissu, doesn't go. First man to it is Focus, and a make for Manresa, a 3 for Ryan Toulson. Will that get him going? Just 1 of 6 from the field before that one, Ryan Toulson. First 3 of the night for him now. Deschamps-Pierre. Spins to the baseline, better defense for Manresa. Here comes the corner 3 for Evans is good. Well, you double in the low post. They're going to give up something on the weak side. The trouble is Dwayne Evans and the way he's been playing. Discussion then. Sassari thought they should have had possession. Curtis Drells comes back in. Vitali to the bench. Good spell for Vitali. So Evans' last shot was given as a 2, not a 3. Corner jumper. Yeah, I mean, that's why they're campaigning. Sassari players, Manresa tried to inbound it. They bounced it off their own leg. It should have been Sassari possession. I'm not sure why they didn't get it. As the jump shot is good. Short jumper for Kravish. They're within 7 now. What a travesty that will be if that's going to spark a run for the Spanish team. Spissu to Deschamps-Pierre. Yeah, got it by volley. Spissu's 3 is up and good. Marco Spissu knocking it down. So easy, just waiting for all the attention to be on Deschamps-Pierre. Kravish, backdoor cut from Toulson, scores. Finish from Ryan Toulson, he's starting to come to play now. 9 personal for him. Bilan. Waiting for the double team to come. It's the same move from Bilan, just kind of turns, shoots it without facing the ring. Manresa coming the other way, the open 3. Still though, unable to hit it. Now, little interchange. And the foul on the way up. So, Manresa, as they looked in the first half, just a step quicker to the ball. They opened the game like this. Kravish fouled on his way to the ring.
Il suo primo fallo, quello di Basta, naturalmente di Mac
Substitutions come in. Milan to the bench. Green comes in for Sassari. 52 plays 44. Gravish at the line, trying to cut that lead. Solid game for Gravish. Makes it 7 points, 9 rebounds. Second is good. Vidal comes in, and it's Volley. Goes to the bench. Gentile coming in as well for Sassari. Round of applause for Dechampierre going to the bench. Pressure up the floor for Manresa. Spissu at the point guard position. Twin point guard line up with him and Curtis Jarrells. Here comes Jarrells. Back to Spissu. He'll use the screen. McLean slipping. Got numbers on this side. Evans puts it on the floor. McLean spinning. Good defense from Manresa. They force the miss. Now they'll try and push in transition here. Toulson pulls up. He just made one. Make it two. Well, Ryan Toulson starting to heat up, and that's a worrying sign. Second three of this second half for Toulson. He now moves to 12, and it's a three-point game. There it is, Evans again, just torching whoever's guarding him today, but on this occasion, he doesn't get the finish. He looks to pass, and it's deflected out. Good effort from Toulson. He was the last man to touch it, though. Spissu loses it, gets it back, fires, and misses. Here comes Manresa, a chance to tie it here. Toulson hands it over to Vidal. Now, it is Toulson throwing it back. Oh, a good step from Mitrovic. He's guarded well, close. As the shot clock gets to 3, step back, rejected, and it's kept in bounds as Gentile will now push in the opposite direction. Good defense from that man, McLean. McLean roll into the ring. Instead, they go to Jarrells. Jarrells puts it on the floor, stripped from behind, and Toulson will push. Toulson pulls up, makes another one. Ryan Toulson, third three of the third quarter, and he's tied the game here. Inside the final minute of the third quarter, Toulson moves to 15 personal. He has come alive, and he has inspired Manresa to get back into this one. Timeout called by Sassari.
Now what? Now what? What I told you? What I told you?
Let's go, guys. Yes, defense.
We switch everything. We switch everything.
Go.
Hey, Toulson, 50 points in second half.
Go, guys, go.
Hey, now we're switching. Hey, right inside.
Oh, here he is, Toulson, taken over in the third quarter. He's going to remain on the bench. Coming out of the break. More of a breather. On his final 40 seconds or so. Gentile coming off the screen, gets into the lane. His pass searching for Evans. Who did he come off last? It's off Evans. So, possession back for Manresa. Good work from Vidal to get back into the play. See if Toulson comes back in. No, he'll remain on the bench. Perez has it. Over to Mitrovic. Now Perez. Garrity could have handled the pass coming in. Shot clock down to 8. Perez is going to have to make something here. McGarity hasn't hit one. He still can't, but the offensive rebound and put back from Mitrovic. Final seconds. Deep catch for McLean. And he gets it to go. Well, Sassari, who had been blitzed in those last couple of minutes, make the big momentum play at the end of the third. Joel McLean manages to get the score, the assist from Evans to tie us at 54 here. Sassari against Manresa. What a fourth quarter we've got coming up then. These two teams, nothing to change it. Manresa had struggled with that three-point shooting throughout the first half. Found their range, well, specifically Ryan Toulson. They're now 6 of 24, still only 25%. They've got 6 makes. For Sassari, the offense just came very hard at times. Nice shot, Pierre. You know, he made a bit. They just couldn't get anything outside of Dwayne Evans really going. Evans has 19 points to lead the way. There he is. 8 of 11 from the field he is. But outside of him, for Sassari, nobody else in double figures. Pierre has 8. And Curtis Jarrells has 8 as well. The other way, no, just Toulson now, sorry, with 15. 3 of 6 three-point shooting from him. And Foley helping out with 8 for Manresa. So balanced scoring from both teams. Somebody's going to have to step up. Toulson did it in the third, that's for sure, for Manresa. Will he continue to do that? No, we've got 10 minutes left in this one. Let's see, will it be Sassari to keep this win streak at home in the Basketball Champions League alive? Remember, they've won their last 5. Manresa yet to win on the road in this competition. We're tied at 54. We enter the fourth period now. There's the 3, way off from Golkis. Design play to try and get him a look, but he forced it up, and then a foul is called against Danny Perez.
That's a foul.
Coaching staff from Manresa didn't like it. Third foul on Perez. Pass, flip to the far side. Tough look towards McLean on the roll. Tipped out of bounds, so we'll stay with Sassari. As it was on the pass. Now he'll have it, backing it out with 8 on the clock. Goes over to Gentile. He spaces everybody out. Gentile hesitates, then he goes, hangs. Goes off the glass and finishes. Tough driving score from Stefano Gentile. Perez holding and waiting here. Foul is called. McLean looks like he's going to be called for that one. Yeah, just trying to bulldoze his way through the screen. Hesitation, great fake. Still, they can't get it going. Golskis made 3 on the weekend, but here tonight, 0 of 7 now from beyond the three-point line. There's an offensive foul. It's going to be called. Gentile doesn't like it. Sadowskis can't make a three, but he's making the plays on this end of the floor. Well, not really sure what Gentile could do. Like a tough one there, first glance for me. So the referee's going to go to the monitor. Have a look at this one. If there's anything in it. So we will wait while they check this one out. No doubt for me, nothing will change. It'll be just a regular foul against Gentile. Have a look then. So Gentile. See any action from him towards Sadowskis there. It's the other way around, if anything. So we await to see whether we'll be judged as unsportsmanlike foul against Gentile, in which case it'll be 2 shots and possession for Manresa. At a crucial time in this game, or whether it will just be a straight possession for the Spanish team. Offensive foul was called. Still a wait then. So after all of that, it is a regular foul. Sideline possession for Manresa. Garrity's going to bring it in. He will be the reversal guy. Perez. Pass from Mitrovic trying to find the man in the corner. Take it away. Here comes Jarrell's gliding in. Took contact and then a whistle goes after on the rebound. So let's have another look at this one. There's Jarrell's. Mitrovic went straight up. That's why there was no foul against him, but Evans did a good job on the glass. He drew the foul. He got hands on the ball, and it looks like it's gone against Will McGarity. So 4th foul against the big Swedish international. Jean-Pierre comes to the wing. Jarrell's fires on the 3, doesn't get it. And in the opposite direction. Manresa push. Perez, good kick out, wide open look for Gravish, and he is money in the bank. Gravish moves to a double-double, 10 points, 10 rebounds. Ties us at 56 here. Sassari waiting. Gentile's got the step into the lane, looked hesitant, had it taken away. Somehow it made its way out to Jean-Pierre. He missed the 3. That's the foul. Such a tough ball. Did McLean have Kravish wrapped up there? Was he the one holding? Or was it a foul against Kravish? The referee said the Manresa man was to blame. It's Jean-Pierre now trying to go into the post. Great work from Sadowskis, coming up with back-to-back defensive plays, and then the pass ahead. We said he's struggling from the field. Sadowskis just 1 of 11, 0 of 7 for 3. But he's come up with 2 great defensive plays. The pass ahead to Mitrovic to draw the foul here as well. The referee's going to talk it over. going to give 2 shots here. They're going to the monitor just to check. At this stage in the game, who's getting the right call? 56 apiece here. To play for. Putting on the floor, in my mind, I believe would be a shooting foul. Originally, I think it's been given as an unsportsmanlike foul against Evans. So that may be what's being checked. The official there didn't have an unsportsmanlike signal. Against Evans, wouldn't it? To make that unsportsmanlike. He's talking it over. Well, perhaps before we're going to get judgment on this one. Such a tough call. It's an unsportsmanlike foul. Blues will maintain their original decision. 2 shots to come, plus then possession for Manresa. So play here, be a 4-point swing at the line. This one gets the roll. 7 points, 5 rebounds for him. Production in 16 minutes. Is also good. With possession. Toulson still remains on the bench. Big blow for him. His team back in. Kick out. Mitrovic after the free throws. Can't get the 3. Good pass from Perez. Tierney controls it for Sassari. Escaped on there really. That's personal foul and resulted in 2 points. Mitrovic holding to stop Dwayne Evans from getting anything. It's a tough matchup for Mitrovic. 10 fouls from now against Manresa, so more fouls like that will be 2 shots to come for Sassari. They'll go instantly into Evans. Evans just turns and goes, draws the foul. He'll be frustrated he didn't get the finish as well. Evans just quickly dipped the shoulder straight at the defender. Ravish is going to be the man who's picks up the foul. Evans at the line there. It's 11, 20 points personally, 6 rebounds. Ravish need to box out. Evans makes the first. Toulson's return to the game. And his free throws. 2-2, 21 points. Sacco's got to come in for Ravish. He's trying to save himself for these last few minutes, I'd have thought. His foul number 4 against him. Garrity already on 4. Perez and Volet, 3 apiece for Manresa, racking them up. On the baseline. Bring it in. Gives the eyes the lob here. Open. This is the jumper. Wasn't a 3, just inside. So I'm sure. Rough shooting night continues for him. 12 now. Chile holding and waiting. Oh, good feed, and Jarrell's reverses it home. Oh, the eye contact between the guards. Sees Jarrell's get it. Finish off the play. Excellent assist. It's now Sassari, a 2-point lead. Manresa, what will their response be? They've got it to the right man's hands. Toulson pulls up wide open, buries it. Well, Ryan Toulson was unconscious in the third quarter, and you can't give him such a clean look after that extended break. He gets his team back 1 point ahead, 4 of 7, you can see, from the three-point line. There's the double team again, but it doesn't matter. 2 players can't stop Evans. Mitrovic commits the foul. You can see the double team coming. Mitrovic's job is to cut off the baseline, force him to spin back, where Vidal is going to come and help. He just couldn't do it, though. Evans too quick, too strong, too agile. Moves to 23 personal as Miro Bilan is in. 3 in the last 30 seconds for Dwayne Evans. 5 points for him, 24 on the night now. Sassari again have a 2-point lead. What will the response be here? Toulson gives it up, gets it back. A lot of attention coming. And it's going to be a backcourt violation. So they doubled him. Ryan Toulson, he tried to draw attention towards him into the backcourt, but just he was pushed over the half when he didn't really want to be. Gives possession back to Sassari now. Fans found their voice here. No, this is a crucial time. Approaching the midway point of this fourth quarter. They've got a 2-point lead with possession. That is Jarrell's. Finds Evans on the roll. Evans, offensive foul. Sacco, an excellent job to rotate. Saw it coming. Does he get outside the lane? Oh, I don't think he did. That's the question. Remember, Sacco's feet have to be outside that charge circle. Getting the benefit of the replay. Referees have been so good here tonight. Might be one they'll look back on. Danny Perez with the ball. Over to Vidal. Vidal using the screen. Comes Perez. Toulson's going to set that back screen, try and open up for the 3. He's got some space, Toulson. His little run up, too strong. And who else grabs in the rebound but Dwayne Evans. Who else? Giving it over to Evans. Evans again trying to immediately attack using his speed. Backs it out, goes once more, loses it. Manresa, 4 on 2. Toulson all the way. Finishes it with the left hand. Great play from Toulson. What a second half he has had. If Manresa get this road victory, then we'll have that man to thank for it, that's for sure. 20 points now for Toulson. Only 17 minutes he's played. There's a foul he's called against Sacco. Perez just looks at him as if to say, why? Don't commit the foul there. We had him. Substitutions coming back in. McGarity, Rolet in for Manresa. Both of those guys have foul trouble, but now we're under 5 as Spissu returns as well for Sassari. Bilan at the line. It's been his best night here, Miro Bilan, 6 points. 8 on the field. That's it. Lead for Sassari. Have the ball. It's going to be a travel. Danny Perez got himself put too deep, tried to spin out of trouble, dragged his pivot foot. That's 3 guys, and then he stumbles as Spissu recovers. This could be the opportunity for Sassari. They've had him before, been able to take them and finish the game yet. Morel's looking to the inside. Pierre spins. Takes a lot of contact, fight for the rebound. Bilan had a good tip. Can't get it to go. Manresa think about pushing it in transition. Sassari recovered well, so now they'll get organised. They'll take their time. Rebounding in favour of the Italians now. Relatively even throughout. Tulsa, high screen. Pulls up, tough one. Ryan Tulsa, nothing but the bottom of the net. Smooth jumper from him. He moves to 22. Every time they need a basket, every time they need to play, Ryan Tulsa is there for Manresa right now. Durrells leads Bilan. Jump hook misses everything. You want to get Evans a touch here if you're Sassari. Surely you go to him. Once more, Tulsa playing with the high screen, trying to find some room to get that jump shot away. He's going to find Sacco wide open. Sacco finishes it off nice and easy. Bilan's so concerned with the threat of Tulsa. He was dragged out of position, couldn't recover in time, and an easy score for Sacco. Sacco commits the personal, away from the ball.
Magaretti, il suo quinto fallo.
The roll. Smaller here, Magaretti out. See him. Evans trying to get some touches around the ring. So we've got a one-point game here, under 3. Tulsa loses Giles, pulls up, tough one. Tulsa can't get it to go. And a great rebound for Sassari. Milan wants it down deep. Pierre and Evans kind of fighting it out for that block. They're going to go to Dyson Pierre here. Pierre just trying to bully his way to the ring. He does and gets the score. Well, Manresa have gone small. Sassari taking advantage. It's a one-point game. From the wing. Headed. Trying to find Tulsa again. A foul is called. 2 shots here. Trying to find Tulsa was fouled.
Rientra Kravic al posto il numero 18 Sacco. E noi sta per il numero 55 Perez.
Perez at the line. Makes the first. Ties it. This is what it's going to come down to then. Last 2 minutes. Tied game. This is the second. Evans grabs in the rebound. So, substitute. Sacco's gone out. Kravic has come in. They don't get too much bigger though. Sassari again. Punts it into the post. Jean-Pierre. Goes to the far side. Durrells. Defense. Excellent recovery from Perez. And he's going to take it away from Durrells. Perez has the man with him. Instead, they throw it up now, and Valet is open. Well, they had the open man in Dulskis ahead of everybody. They went instead to Tulsa for a 3. Tulsa turned it down. And it is a 2-point lead now for Manresa. 1:30 left. Dwayne Evans finally gets a touch, and it's an offensive foul. Finally, they went to Evans on the low post, but Evans commits the foul. He is not happy. Let's have another look. Wow, there's very little in that from that angle. Referee got good position, and it's going to be number 5 against Evans as well. That's why he's so frustrated. He has gone to the bench, fouling out with the offensive foul there. A 2-point lead for Manresa, 85 seconds to go. Big possession. Perez just absorbing the pressure, comes off the screen. Pulls up from the elbow. Perez, too strong. And Jean-Pierre snatches it in. Vitali is on the floor to replace Evans as Gerald goes all the way, can't finish. Pierre got a hand on the rebound. Foul is called. And it will be against Manresa as everybody looking around. So Jean-Pierre walks quickly to the line. Gerald didn't get the bounce. Bullet trying to box out. It's the personal foul. So it's going to be number 4. Bullet. It is. Yep. 4 on him. So Jean-Pierre at the line, trailing by 2. 1:06 left. Sorry, 1:02 left. It's just too strong for Pierre. .2% from the line on the season. Big one here, makes it a 1-point lead for Manresa. They have possession. They'll call a timeout here. They'll surely advance the ball, or will they? They'll definitely draw something up. Get it into Ryan Toulson's hands, that's for sure. And if he doesn't get a touch, it's because he's guarded so closely. It leaves another man wide open. This is where a man like Pedro Martinez on the sideline has been there and done it before for his team.
Luego en defensa seguimos, trap al dribbling, ¿vale? Trap al dribbling, con cualquiera, ¿vale? Venga, let's go, 1, 2, 3, vamos, vamos.
Will advance the ball. The shot clock will go to 14 for Manresa, but get the opportunity to run something from the side. See where they go. Oh, they're going to go for the 3 for Toulson. Well guarded. Sassari. Toulson, though, gets into the lane, hangs, and gets the friendly touch. Ryan Toulson with an amazing second half here. 24 personal. He's made it a 3-point game. Sassari need a score. It could be a 2 or a 3. Jurels will take the 3 if he's given it. But instead, gets into the lane. Spissu lost the handle, takes the 2 instead. And makes it a 1-point game. He had the open 3, Spissu, but just lost the handle on it. I don't think it matters too much right now. They need a stop on this end. Sassari, they're trailing by 1. So they will get the ball back, but it's Ryan Toulson with it in his hands. Been so hot in this second half. Toulson comes back door. Now Kravish looking around, trying to find someone. Shot clock down. The jumper doesn't go. Fight for the rebound. Sassari take it in, and Jurels will have a chance to win the game here. Clock hits 10. Jurels steps back, takes the 3. Can't hit it. Fight for the rebound is won by Manresa, and a foul is called. Well, he took the 3 early, Curtis Jurels. He wanted the opportunity to get the rebound. Vitali commits the foul then. So even if Manresa make both free throws here, there'll still be one final chance. Vitali commits his fourth. It's going to be irrelevant unless this game goes to overtime. So there'll be 2 shots to come. Toulson is at the line. He's 1 of 13 from the field here today. He's yet to go to the line. Steadies himself. Makes probably first attempt from the free throw line this season in the Basketball Champions League. So even if he makes this one, it's still only a 3-point game. 4 seconds remaining, plenty of time to get a 3-point shot away. If you're Sassari, Manresa, of course, have the chance to foul. As he makes the second, and we will have a timeout and advance the ball. So now it's become a coach's game. The decisions, Coach Pozenko is going to have to draw something up for his team, try and get away a 3-point look, a clean one from the sideline. He's got some options, a couple of guys that can shoot it. And then Coach Pedro Martinez will try and establish his defense. He has the opportunity to foul, to make it a 2-shot free throw opportunity rather than allow the team to make the 3. But, of course, 4 seconds to go. If you do try and commit the foul and it's an unsportsmanlike now, there'll be 2 shots and then possession for Sassari and a chance for them to be able to win it.
Screen for the shot. Double screen. Immediately when you pass the ball, you have to run. Hey, get the ball. Pass the ball for the 3 to cut. Okay? Vamos. Let's go, let's go.
This is what it comes down to then. It'll be Jarrell's to bring it in. Got to be careful of him getting it back. Still plenty of time with 4 seconds left, or 3.9. They're going to need a 3. Sassari. Jarrell's. Go far side. Pierre got a clean look. Takes it, misses. It's put in by Vitali, but it's not going to be enough. So the 2 will count. It will be the end of the game here, I believe. And a victory for Manresa. An anti-climax, really, the score on the buzzer, but it isn't enough for Sassari. They will lose that unbeaten home record. And for Manresa, they will pick up their first victory of the season on the road in the Basketball Champions League. There is the confirmation. Sassari 73, Manresa 74. Ryan Toulson inspired second half, just carried Manresa through to their first road victory of this competition. Oh, we highlighted the 3-point shooting throughout. Really get to heights. Manresa 51% from 2-point range, and Sassari 16 of 21 from the free throw line. How they would like just a couple more of those free throws to try and push that shooting percentage a little higher. They dominated on the glass as the game went on, just down the stretch, have the firepower when it needed. Manresa went to Toulson often. Toulson carried the load when they needed it. And on the other side, Evans just got frozen out at crucial points. I think they could have used him a little bit more. There we see Evans and Toulson tied as the game's high, 24 apiece. Pierre with 11, Jarrell's with 10 for Sassari in the losing effort. The other side, so Alish with 10, and Colette with 10 as well. The other side with 24 from Toulson. And Manresa get the victory on the road. Amazingly, their first road win here in this Basketball Champions League. It will set up an even tighter top of the table in Group A. This game here, remember, into this one, Sassari tied at the top. Manresa. Tie them with identical 5 and 2 records. Eyes will turn to Turk Telecom and their result here in game day 7. See how they do. And also, it's a victory to take sole position at first place. So for Manresa, after that victory, he will be on the road again, trying to make it 2 in a row. Next week they will go to Toron in Poland. So for them, we'll be hoping to get some momentum from Sassari, also be on the road. This is something that's the balance from Lithuania. So I will say goodnight to you from Sardinia here, as Sassari lose their 5-game win streak in the Basketball Champions League at home. Manresa pick up the famous victory, moving now to 5-2, identical record to Dinamo Sassari. So from me, please good night.